you get those great radio interactions where Pagan calls to check on Ajay, and which have some great dialogue. I mean, they are the highlight. People obviously loved Voss in Far Cry 3. One of the key complaints is that Voss is only there for the first third of the for the first half of the game. And also, by the way, yeah, this is an extra skin if you need some extra bait, which is not a bad thing. Also, it gives you an advantage point on those guys. I'm going to use the bear, and you'll see what I mean in a moment if you've not played. But I wanted to get that first. Also, there's a secret in the lake there that we're going to go and get. It's hardly essential, but it'll save us a little bit of money, and early on in the game, saving money is a useful thing. So we will do that. But yeah, two of the key complaints about Far Cry 3 and their villain was that Voss, A, wasn't there enough, and B, that Voss was only there for the first half of the game. People didn't like Hoyt, Voss's boss, Hoyt Volker, I think it was, if memory serves. It was Hoyt. Definitely Hoyt. Alright. So let's... There we go. I'm still remembering how to use some of these controls, which is irritating. Alright. Let's throw. Crap. Gunfire. Moving. Where's there? There we go. Okay, now there. Perfect. Because that bear has killed me before, since I have no armor at this point, only 2 health bars, and a, let's call it an insufficient firearm. So letting a bear do your work first, good job assisting the bear, because these guys can occasionally kill him. I have seen it happen. Normally he gets more than one of them, but there will often be 1 or 2 left, and they're not going to be easily able to shoot at you while they're dealing with him. Oh yes, and you get that first grenade. Make sure that we're... I'm still having... It annoys me just how my instincts are still a little bit off now. It used to be so much sharper, but then again, it has been. See that? Right there. Right there. So here we have a health bar. Let's get some air. And we have a gun. Now, obviously that may seem like a ridiculous move, swapping out the 6er for the AK-47. And I'm going to grab the AK-47 back, I want to be clear. We're going to grab one of the dead bodies. Boom. Done. But what I've done there is I have added the 6er to my arsenal, so I don't have to pay for it when I get to Banapur, and I'm able to start buying weapons. The 6er is now there, so if I want a pistol, I have a pistol. Honestly, I probably will never use the 6er, but... yeah. There you go. Now this, I think, is going to be one of the spots where we get... Oh yes, I know where we are now. Yes. This is our pseudo outpost. See, right here. Right, so there's the guy sitting, just basically set up for a takedown. And there's a number of other guys, plus a snow leopard over here. Now we get the snow leopard coming in right over here. Yeah, right there. There's another guy behind this tree. I'll do some more tagging in a second. Now, ideally, if you can get the snow leopard out, that's your best move here, because you do not have anything quiet in this at this point. This is kind of your first trial through the threshold, because this will be the first time you have to actually do something substantial. Am I attacking the wrong side? I'm sure it was this side. No, evidently it's not. I am misremembering. No, it was that side. Look at that. Look at that. How many times did I hit that, guys? Alright. Our first treasure chest. Well, not our first, but some throwing knives, which I think I can use to take out the snow leopard's cage. I haven't tried that previously, but I think I may try it this time. It's not as though I can't take these guys if it comes to that. May as well try something new. So, I'm gonna have a quick look, see if I've missed anybody over there. I don't believe so. Alright, so let's try our attempt at stealthing this. We do not have the skills or equipment to stealth this. We have 2 silenced weapons in that we have 2 throwing knives. We have a basic takedown with no drag ability. We have to manually move the bodies afterwards. We have no throwing knife kill. We have no death from above. We have no death from below. We are at this point running on a minimalist system. So this is very much, you know, and there's our tutorial on how to use the camera. Fortunately, not a big deal. Oh, is he coming right at us? So, I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn for a little while, and one of the things in Horizon Zero Dawn is because the tagging on the weapon, the tagging of enemies, is handled by a technological conceit of the game, the focus. And she's literally got a heads-up display. Oh, there's someone right there. Because Aloy, who is the protagonist in that game, has a literal heads-up display. They can show all sorts of things that just would not make sense to show in a game like this, including where the enemies are going to go, because her computer can hack the robots' paths and can literally say, okay, well, they're heading this way and that way. They have a routed track of this, and you can use that to really screw with people. Oh, and there's another guy there. How many did I miss? And so missing that is just a little bit... you know, it was nice when I had it, as it were. But we still have unlimited rocks, which Aloy didn't have, so... who doesn't love unlimited rocks? So I mentioned earlier that Far Cry 3 is kind of well, not kind of, it's a brutal deconstruction of the classic first-person shooter. Far Cry 4 is what's known as a reconstruction. They have taken apart the game.
Leopard! Leopard! Shoot the beast! Climbing down. Watch my back.
They have taken apart the game in Far Cry 3.
I need a drink. And two.
I see
I need to
movement!
sit down.
Kill him! Hold on!
Sorry. Killing some people. Now, the leopard is still around here, so let's go get that leopard. Wow, did it just wander off? Seriously, did that leopard just... It did. No, I'm gonna take your hide. Come back here. You know how hard it is to find snow leopard? I've never seen it run from me so consistently. This is crazy. Good grief. Like, did you see that, guys? The thing about, and it's kind of ridiculous, but the thing about the animals in Far Cry is they're generally absolutely psychotically hot for your blood. And those guys, that one absolutely was not. It was much more like how a real snow leopard would react. Person with an automatic weapon, let me get away. Like that's how a wild animal is going to react. Not, I will charge them maniacally. But let's be honest, Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 don't generally play it that way. Far Cry 3 at least had an excuse prepped for it, however flimsy it was, which is that Voss's pirates were engaged in animal trafficking, and you had a bunch of animals that were not where they were supposed to be. They were well outside their natural habitats, and as such were acting abnormally. And on top of that, one of the subtexts to Far Cry 3 is that something about the island makes everybody overly aggressive. Ah, yes. So a reminder, you are here in my employ to bring me strong and healthy animals. My subjects do not come to Shanath to watch crippled, feeble beasts die mercifully. They come to be entertained, to see blood spilled between equally matched opponents, and to lose their money betting but leave with a smile. Now either provide me with animals worthy of a tournament in Shanath, or it will be you entertaining the crowds in the arena. Long live King Min, Newer. So this is our first introduction to one of King Min's other, Pagan Min's other lieutenants, the aforementioned Newer. Now, Newer is a woman. Beyond that, though, I mean, you don't even technically know that at this point. With regards to Newer, I think I might have missed a dead body or something, but I'm not too concerned there. With regards to that piece of paper, it's actually quite a good little chunk. You see that she's wanting to take the people's money but doesn't want them upset. So there's a certain amount of compassion there, and then she follows it right up with, you know, you're going to fight to the death if you can't provide me with something better. So